BBC Radio Cornwall with me, Tiffany Truscott. Now, a competition which aims to find the best entrepreneurial talent in Cornwall and the Isles of Scilly is underway. Ignite is open to anyone with a bright idea, hoping to start a business in Cornwall or who has already done that in the past 12 months. The first workshops that make up part of the competition have been taking place. And here to tell us more is Alan Street from Ignite. And we've also got Martin Brewer, who's one of the entrants taking part in the competition. Evening to you both.
Good evening.
Alan, if I start with you, why have such a competition as this?
Why? Well, I guess it's quite simple, really. We at Oxford Innovation have a mission to accelerate the growth of SMEs in Cornwall, and thereby generate growth and wealth in the county and more jobs. And one of our strategies to do that is to encourage more people to start their own business, and that's what Ignite's all about.
And there are already lots of creative people in Cornwall already doing that, aren't there?
Yeah, there's people doing that, but we want to help make them more successful than they are already.
So what prize are you offering the winner of this particular competition?
Well, the winner wins a total prize to the value of £100,000, and that's made up of some cash and a lot of very focused business support from many of our partners.
And it's not just winners either that will get some support either, is it?
No, that's right. I mean this year, which is different from previous years, we're actually having a couple of runner-up prizes as well. Plus, all the winners will get ongoing support from our experienced business coaches within Oxford Innovation.
And previous winners, some of them have gone on and achieved quite success within their companies, haven't they?
Yeah, Rocket Play have got a fabulous product. It's a really good example. It's a great child's toy, with a very innovative child's toy, which has many ways it can be used by the kids. It can be used as a table or as a plaything, and they're having real success at getting that out in the marketplace.
And the nice thing about them, as previous winners, it was started by two mums who obviously thought of the idea because they were looking after their children.
That's right, yeah.
And they started on the prototype in a garden shed and then heard about this competition. So these are the kind of people who maybe wouldn't have got the help unless you'd had a competition like this.
Well, I think that's partly right, because you're right, they might not have come to us. So it's, in a way, the competition is a way for us to make sure that people are aware that there's help and support for their idea in Cornwall, and that's what we're there for.
Well, stay with us. We're just going to have a quick chat with Martin Brewer. Now, Martin, you're taking part in the competition. Tell us a little bit about your business idea, because it's quite an unusual one, isn't it?
Yeah, good evening, Tiffany, and thanks for the time. We founded Brewers Edge of Space to explore the commercial applications of high-altitude balloons at, say, 100,000 feet plus. And our current lead innovation and what we want to go to market with is the dispersal of cremated ashes, either human or pets, into the stratosphere in a very sustainable and almost totally environmentally friendly method.
Where on earth, where did you get this idea from?
It was just one of those light bulb moments that you have and then dismiss, and then you come back to it and think, well, it's not such a bad idea.
No, after you.
And people like Ignite Cornwall, with their competition, is great for that sort of thing. It inspires you to do something and to move forward with your idea.
And do you think there is a market for something like this, or are these workshops helping you to explore that idea?
I definitely think there's a market, but the workshops and the information that we've been given is great. It shows you not just to focus on what you think's right, but to tailor it to different needs and identify who your customers are going to be.
And as I said, you already had this idea before you sort of went into the competition. Would you still be carrying on with it had you not been involved with Ignite?
Most probably yes, but Ignite has given us a great step forward. We've been given some brilliant information over the last couple of days of how to convert that light bulb moment not just into sales, but into sustainable growth and profit as well.
And if you're not lucky enough to be the winner, is it still something you're going to carry on with this idea?
Oh yeah, we'll still carry on. I mean, to win Ignite Cornwall 2012 would be brilliant for us. However, the last 2 days and the information we've been given for nothing, it's been great to us. It just gives a boost already, so it's been invaluable.
And at what stage, if your business, gets off the ground, literally, as
Yes.
when it comes to your business, but when would you hope to be offering this kind of service?
Well, we're hoping to launch it commercially by the end of this year. So a lot of marketing's got to be done in that time leading up to it, and trying to get hold of various business-to-business suppliers, i.e. undertakers and that sort of line of business.
So there's lots of work still to go with that.
Yes.
Well, we wish you the best of luck with the competition anyway.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for joining us this evening.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. That's Martin Brewer, who's at one of the competition entrants. Still with me now is Alan from Ignite. Alan, just to hear those kind of ideas, it's remarkable what people can think of business-wise, isn't it?
It's just incredible. I know I've been doing this kind of work now for 4 or 5 years, and it never ceases to amaze me, the sort of the breadth and innovations that you come across in Cornwall.
And I suppose one of the things that this also gets across is, people shouldn't, that no idea is too complicated. You can always try and help people with things, no matter what the idea is.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. One of the things we always tell the people we work with is that, especially with startups, they'll have an idea and they'll start working on it, but within a year, you can almost guarantee that what they'll be doing will be slightly different. It won't be exactly what they think they'll be doing, they thought they would be doing, and that's okay. That's what happens when you go through this sort of entrepreneurial process. Your ideas and your marketplace or whatever changes, but that's great. You've made that step and you've started the process.
Well, thank you for joining us this evening. And people can find out all about your work, can't they, on your website?
They can, and it's www.ignitecornwall.com.
Well, best of luck with the rest of this competition. We look forward to hearing about the winners.
Thanks very much, Tiffany.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye.
Good night. Bye.
That's Alan Street from Ignite, and earlier we're speaking to Martin Brewer, one of those competition entrants, and we'll look forward to hearing who the winner is in that.